Now, you never would have believed it if I didn't tell you, and if I didn't tell you, you never would believe it. But at the end of the garden, around the tree that grew high and tall into the sky, was a little hole in the bottom of the tree, black and dark. Annie, who lived in the house, used to often sit in her window and gaze out and wonder what was in that black hole. But I don't think she really knew. I think maybe she thought it was a fairy. Maybe she thought it was a tortoise. But actually what was in that tree stump was a family. A family of very, 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 very small creatures, about the size of your toenail. They're black, and they're extremely strong. They're ants. A family of ants lives under the rotten tree at the end of the garden. Now there was Mummy Ant and Daddy Ant and Charlie Ant. Charlie Ant was a young ant that lived with his mum and dad under the tree, and he often would sit and eat breakfast with his mum and dad and ask stories about their family. "Oh, listen, tell boy, we don't talk about family. We just eat your food and don't complain and just gather your things every day and dig tunnels to goodness knows where and do useless stuff, but don't talk about family." Charlie didn't know why his dad didn't like to talk about family. "Mum, have you got any stories about family?"
"Oh, Charles, I don't like to talk about them. I don't know why. Just please don't mention them, dear."
"Well," said Charlie, "I can't mention them because I don't know who I'm mentioning. I don't know a thing about them." Then, when the parents went out one day, Charlie went down into their room and started rummaging around. Now, if you're a child, you know it's probably out of bounds and not a good idea to rummage around in your parents' stuff. Parents usually like their special things away. But Charlie felt adventurous. Charlie felt like bored. Charlie felt like he could never get in trouble. He went down to their bedroom and started rummaging through their drawers. And a little voice in his head said, "Charlie, don't do it, don't. Potter, Potter, Potter. Harry Potter." No, he didn't say Harry. He's got mixed up with his names. "Charlie, don't do it, do it, do it." But he didn't listen. Do you think he should have listened?
Yeah.
Is it a good idea to rummage through parent stuff?
No. I never did that. Me either.
Oh, Charlie, good to hear that. Well, Charlie went rummaging through, and do you know what he found?
No.
He found in a little old box a bunch of photographs. They were photographs of his mum and dad with other parts of the family. There's an aunt there and an uncle. And they were hugging little baby me, Charlie. Well, Charlie just could not believe it. His mum he heard coming down the tunnel to her bedroom. Charlie froze and was scared.
"Oh, I was scared, but the news had a close on and watch the news. 12 o'clock news. I never do it."
Charlie froze. If Mum catches me down here, I'm toast. I'm in so much trouble. So, do you know what he did?
No.
He hid under the clothes. And not a whisper.
"Oh, this is what I want to do. And
his Mum was in and out in a minute.
"Oh, it's 12 o'clock now. Down, grab some sherry." "Don't you like the news, Grumpy?"
said to her dad. They were always talking funny things about funny situations. As he got out from under the clothes, Charlie snuck up the tunnel. He passed his mum and dad, who were sitting on the couch watching television.
Oh, look, Dad's right there.
Ah. He just really didn't understand what they were talking about. Sounded like they had fish clogged in their throat or something. Odd. Charlie looked at the picture of his aunt and said, "That's it. I'm done with it. I'm done with this. I need to find my family." He looked out of his black hole and looked across the lawn and thought, she has to be over there somewhere, under the big rock at the end of the garden. That's where all ants would live, probably. Charlie wrote a note. "Mum and Dad, gone out, be back soon." Packed a sandwich, a peanut butter sandwich, and a couple of bits of soil, really nice soil, black stuff, the stuff that ants really love, and a rotten piece of wood for a snack. And he made off across the grass, and, the grass was tall. And when you're an ant, a blade of grass is like a tree. Off he went, all the way through the grass, and then suddenly it all came to an end. There was a pond.
"Oh, no, golly. Pond. What am I going to do?"
said Charlie. He sat on the edge of the pond and started to cry, sobbing. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Just then, someone came up on the edge of the bank. "What you crying for there, matey?"
"Oh, I wanted to go and see my aunt across the river."
"An ant? Your aunt? Well, you are an ant.
So what you talking gibberish?"
"Well, no, could you give me a ride?"
"Well, I suppose so. Normally I charge, but for you, little one, you're a tyke. I cannot charge a child fair regular rates. You see, and I haven't figured out the rates for a child. I've only got adult rates, so I guess if I don't have a rate for you, you might as well ride on my back for free."
"Oh," said Charlie, and he crawled on the back of the frog, and the frog started to swim across the river.
"No, I'll tell you, a bit of ripples coming from some daft old person throwing rocks in the pond, so it's going to get a bit wavy."
And sure enough, as apples are green and oranges are orange, those ripples came, and oh my goodness, ants can't swim. I held on for dear life and made it to the other end. "Thank you."
"No problem.
When I come back, might you be able to give me a ride?"
I can't promise my rates won't be figured out for children by then, so we better have some money, but most likely, because I'm a lady bugger, I won't have any children rates, so you can go for free, okay?"
And the frog went back into the water and was gone. Bloop. Is it a boring story?
No.
Okay. Charlie, is that the boy's name?
Mm.
Went on walking. But do you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Up in the sky there was something circling. Something quite put the fear into him. Charlie knew that the big creatures in the sky were the evil creatures that they had to hide from, which is why ants mostly come out at night. But this was daylight, and whatever that creature was circling in the sky made a noise like... Sounded like a dinosaur to me, and to an ant, you can't see much. It's just massive, like an aeroplane. Charlie ran as fast as he could. But oh my goodness, that aeroplane, or whatever it was, came down and tried to peck him up, left a huge hole beside him, like massive.
"Oh my goodness," said Charlie. "I wish I was home with Mother."
But he had to keep on running and be brave.